978-489-163. Wanted to make this little quick video and shit while I'm on my way to work. And I don't know how long I'm gonna be recording this shit, but while I was on my thoughts, while I was up studying and researching and shit like I do, just to, you know how I get down. But one of the things that I realized in studying language and studying telecommunications and studying Gematria and the sorcery mechanics behind letters, numbers, symbols, is that due to the frequency and the hitting meaning behind certain words, when you utter them, the spoken word, you bestow them powers, attributes that for most people, 99% of people not really aware of this, goes unnoticed. And one of the things that I realized that the powers that be, the whatever you want to call it, Illuminati, whoever you want to call it, and as far as like African Americans or black people, so-called, here in America, like when they decided what language we were gonna be speaking. Understand something? They chose English for a very, very, very specific reason. Now, before I go in on English, and I'm not here to say, I'm not the one that's look at English as being positive or negative, indifferent to it. It's a tool. And it's a tool for sorcerers. But the reason why they gave us this language, it has to do with sorcery. It has to do with magic. It has to do with ancient Jewish mysticism and Enochian and Babylonian lore that we taught these different families, these different, you know what I'm saying, groups eons ago under the guise of fallen angels. And we're here doing it again. But now, more so now we're suffering under the knowledge and wisdom that we bestowed upon these families, so to speak, within the narrative of the story. But by calling them Jews, by calling what you see outside of yourself as white people, you have no idea what the fuck you calling them or what power you're giving them when you call them or refer to them as Jews or white people. When you do this, you gotta understand something. The thought, they are a thought form that we created and we bestowed certain attributes to. But you got, remember that. And when you call a white person, when you call them white people, when you call them Jews, you are giving your God-given power of the spoken word, because you the spoken word given form made flesh. When you bestow them with these words, you give them your power. Literally. Under the guise, under the phrase or wording of white people or Jews. This is where Gematria comes into play. This is where numerical values that's associated with all things that's white, and the definition of all things that's white, that's bestowed on them. That's power. That's sorcery. That's magic. You can call it white magic if you want to. But understand something. They are not white people. They really never existed. They are a thought form. You understand what I'm saying? So when you look, you gotta look at the Gematria of, I want you to look at this. The white man, T-H-E, white man. White people, put that in. And put in Jews. And go through the whole entire fucking reading list on gematrix.org, or you can go to Gematrinator and find certain different wordings of it. You're gonna see the similar story what I'm saying. No different from where when you look at a dictionary, you see how white is defined as something being pristine, pure, beautiful, and all that. But you gotta understand something. It's a reason why we specifically, they want us to call them white people. You gotta think about some crayon color. You look at them, they not fucking white. Just like you look at us, we not black. But they want us to be, they gave us our fucking definition of what we are. You see what I'm saying? And then they gave us their definition of what we should call them. Crayon colors. But these words, these crayon colors have so much fucking power to them because of the frequency, because of the hitting meaning and the purpose of such a word existing and such a word being described as a people, as a fucking race. And it's so fucking funny when you fucking rediscover this shit, when you look at it and you like decode it, and you're gonna laugh. Because now you realize how that shit gonna work in reverse. So understand something, like the word, like white people, I'm talking about the word or the phrase white people are a memetic mind virus. First, a thought form, an idea that replicates and spreads through mind to mind, brain to brain, for you to have the idea of a white person, of a white people. They don't have nothing, this don't have shit to do with racism and skin color. This has everything to do with Gematria and them being able to usurp God's power from us acknowledging them as white people. We giving up our fucking power to them as gods for us. So that's why they the gods of the earth. That's why they sit atop of everything. That's why they the 1%. That's why they control policy. We gave them our fucking power. And what I mean by us, I mean by specifically more so your melanin rich family or whatever you want to call it. But you can't look at this shit as just like, you gotta look at the whatever frequency that you resonate on, so to speak. Understand something? I'm rushing. I'm on my way to work doing some traffic, so this shit about to come rapid fire. But understand that's what I mean. A memetic thought form virus, and it's not just white people. It's Jews. Ashkenazi Jews don't have shit to do with no goddamn anti-defamation league. No motherfucker. I know this is sorcery. And this is through the spoken word, the power of the spoken word and the power of the pen being martyred in a fucking sword. By them putting that shit on paper. By them declaring themselves as Jews and we calling them Jews and we giving them all our motherfucking power as well. All of it, nigga. That's why we fucked up. That's why niggas is it's a spell. Literally. You spell that shit out and we cursed ourselves with this bullshit. But it's all the game. It's all the simulation. That's the challenge. That's the so-called antagonist, so to speak. Not a people, a thought form. They are thought forms that we created. So if you want to remove them from power, you got to remove them as a thought form. You got to destroy the idea of them. You got to destroy the memetic mind virus. You got to delete them from your motherfucking existence mentally. As far as calling them or referring to them from here on out as white people or Jews, when they not white and they not Jews. They are a thought form. You think about that shit. This is shit holographic universe, right? That means that we're reprojecting our thought form. We are under the illusion of being separate, or we are under the illusion of externalizing a people when it's coming internally from us. But they are a thought form projected out. And we created them as a slave race. Just for this purpose, honestly. Everything that they doing is the reason why they doing it. We gave them everything they doing. All the impulses that they get, all the impulses that anybody get. I'm just speaking specifically for me. If you ain't convinced yourself that you got whatever, I know I'm doing this shit. The impulses that anybody get is coming from where? You say the sun, photon. Where the fucking sun getting this light from? I told you this motherfucking shit. This ABC 1, 2, 3 shit is coming from black hole, binary code. That you render through your consciousness, a third dimensional reality. You call it reality. This is my fucking dream, and I'm lucid. Nah, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, in my case, I got really fucking hot on mushrooms and other shit. Now, enhanced mushrooms, being able to communicate with psilocybin and mycelium with the frequency emission that they emit, 1420 hertz, which is the resonant frequency for mycelium. You couple that with other frequency emissions, and you're able to open up the door to communicate with the literal mushroom, psilocybin, and all other chemicals that's in it. It's alive. It's a technology, and And that trick came about, you know what I'm saying, Kalindi Eve, doing the different work I do with him. Still to this day, like I told you, he not dead. It's not like what you think. But the thought form of them, you gotta think about it, the thought form of what white people represent is so subtle. Why you think they want us to always refer to them as white? Oh man, I'm white. White man can't jump. Oh shit, man. White this, white that. Like, think about, if you really knew what the fuck the word meant, not just as far as the what do you call that shit? Not like the Black Law Dictionary wording or the, you know what I'm saying, the etymology. Go deeper. This is Gematria shit. Okay, they got 26 letters in the alphabet. Literally, once you look these motherfuckers up, you gonna realize that they guys on earth. Literally, they put themselves in that seat by referring to themselves white. They put themselves on top. And they put everybody else under the spell to call them white, therefore justifying their position and re-establishing their frequency and their claim as dominion over the earth, so to speak. That's why a so small of a population of people can rule so many, through wording, through sorcery, through symbols. Understand something. If this is a dream, and symbols dictate your subconscious mind, right? Letters are symbols. Letters, words, numbers are symbols that dictate your subconscious mind, that dictate your reality, that dictates this fucking dream. It's the same motherfucking thing. So any nigga that's doing like dream recall, this is the fucking dream. You don't do that shit when you go to sleep. You wake up when you go to sleep. I told you this shit ass backwards. So this is the dream. Symbolism is the language and the dictator of the subconscious mind and of reality. The dream. So when you call these motherfuckers white, when you look at letters and numbers, you dictating your reality based on the symbolism of the letter. Letters, numbers, and words are fucking sigils this in combined together, or frequencies that's combined together, or energy that's combined together that represent certain archetypes, that represent certain powers, certain principalities, or what have you, information. So when you recall these motherfuckers, think how simple this shit. You gotta look. You niggas gotta study. Like really, really, really weaponize your motherfucking information that you fucking acquiring. You're gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about. Cause all I do is this shit. This is what I do. I taught them this shit. That's why Gematria is so easy for me to utilize. And that's why it's so goddamn important for you to understand. You got 26 letters. God represents the 26. Tetragrammaton and all the other Jewish fucking attributes of God. These are attributes of you. But these are attributes that you bestow upon white people when you call them white. They don't exist. They are thought form. So what exists is the thought form that you see. They not white. Look at a motherfucker, a white person, and look at the color white. How the fuck can you refer to them as white? It's mind control. And it's so subtle. Just like you black, but you see you the color brown, but yet you refer to yourself as black, thus condemning yourself to all things associated positively and negatively with black. Now, most of you niggas don't know the positive to the aspect of the word black. You see what I'm saying? Y'all not working with that shit. I know y'all not. Y'all don't know the gematria behind it. You don't know the frequency emission behind it, on how to utilize and how to weaponize that shit, make that shit practical on everyday mythology, on how you want to work your shit. But you gotta look at the wording, what the word represents, what the frequency behind it, what it means as far as gematria. And it's so goddamn subtle. These motherfuckers, it's funny, man. You gotta realize that if this is your dream and you on your hero's journey, you create scenarios, adventures, pitfalls, dilemmas for you to overcome as God, as whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, as the hero. Just like we created them first. Not as a fucking flesh body people, as an idea. As an idea of a pawn, of a slave race. Let us make man in our image and our likeness. We created them as a thought form, as something to help us with our fucking alchemical transformation. That's what I did. That's my story. You tell your own motherfucking story. I can't speak for you. But I'm telling you, if you fucking really started really studying and started experimenting scientifically with yourself, you'll see and understand where the fuck I'm coming from. You may find you have a similar path on what I'm talking about. All paths lead to the one, and I am. The all. Understand the gematria behind that shit, or what I just said. I just gave y'all motherfucking riddle and shit. You feel me? Every goddamn word I say is a goddamn script. It's binary code. And I'm fated to speak it because I wrote the code for myself to speak it through the binary code emission that I sent through black hole, Sagittarius A, that sits in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy, and all other fucking galaxies you see out there. But that's just me. Understand something. Look up the Gematrix.org, and I also need you to look up this. Niggers. Niggers. And I'm telling you goddamn right now, before I run out of time, before I punch in. Niggers are aliens. We aliens. We the motherfucking alien threat that's among us that Ron Reagan was talking about. All them that's what we are. We are an existential crisis. But they must keep us in our human mindset. They must keep us calling ourselves black. Human, fighting for human rights. They must keep us in that mindset. Thus, they keep your frequency chained to Tartarus, chained to matter, chained to flesh. When I thought you niggas was ready to get the fuck up out of here. Mentally. You gotta get the fuck up out of here mentally first. You gotta do this shit mentally and spiritually and all that old shit. You gotta remove the human mindset. You gotta remove the thought form of the human mindset, just like you gotta remove the thought form of white people and the thought form of Jews. And you gotta reclaim that definition unto yourself, because that's what you are. You are the spoken word. And that spoken word, white people and Jews, is bestowed with your motherfucking divinity. Literally. Words, nigga. This shit don't cost you nothing. You feel me? But you gonna have to fucking direct that energy. And you're gonna have to store that energy, and you're gonna have to conserve that energy. And you're gonna have to use that energy that I'm describing to you to fucking destroy them thought forms that you got in your own mind that's keeping you human. The mindset is keeping that thought, that idea, that memetic mind virus of humanity so motherfucking prevalent in your fucking everyday life. And once you do this, once you accomplish this shit, the world collapses. You stop the fucking world. This shit don't take no strain. It takes a simple switch in mindset. You can say you God all you want verbally, nigga, but you still thinking with the human mindset. You still getting upset. You still reacting to emotionally the external phenomenon, shit, and stimuli like a human. Like a goddamn Pavlov's dog. But you God, right? I did some drastic shit. I derobed myself, nigga. So, you know, I give no fucks. I have no fear. I have no understanding of what fear or condemnation is, nigga. I'm free. I'm liberated of any hindrances and shit. You feel me? That was the ritual I did for myself. That's why you say you want to know the keys to the fucking universe, 369. That's why the fucking video was titled 369. Frequency. Y'all didn't hear the frequency emission that I was playing through my phone when I was fucking doing that shit, did y'all? 369 played out 1% volume. 963 played out 1% volume. Thus collapsing my will and intent through the ritual that you all saw with that video that went viral and shit like that. That's all that was. With me shedding my human form. Me dissolving the human mindset. So before I punch in, white people, look that up. Niggers are aliens. Look up the word aliens. Study, and I'm gonna show you some shit in the description box of Ronald Reagan, all the presidents, Eisenhower, when they was talking about these goddamn aliens. Elijah Muhammad, when he we met these motherfuckers, and right after that, 1951, they came with the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still. Like, have you ever thought about, like, what if all of that shit was true? What if what Bobby Henry was talking about really was true? Y'all niggas don't believe that shit. Y'all talking this. That's why I ain't doing nothing. That's why I'm here to, you know what I'm saying, light y'all motherfucking fuse to get y'all niggas on this shit. It don't cost you nothing. It's mental shit that you can do at home when you lay down and you thinking you going to sleep, but when you waking up to just weaponize your fucking dream pattern to go about doing shit like this for real. You in a dream, nigga. Wake up, Neo. I'm Neo and I'm Morpheus and I'm the fucking architect and I'm Trinity and all every other motherfucker you seen in that shit, because they ain't shit but archetypes and attributes of you, God. Y'all hear that rumbling shit playing in the back, nigga? I got all kind of shit playing. I don't even know what frequency this shit is, nigga. I'm gonna tell y'all that shit later. It's like a rumble, like a fucking motorcycle or some shit. But you gonna have to study this shit. Gematrix.org. Gematrinator. Like, actively studying this shit, not just waiting on me to tell y'all niggas what to do. You don't have to ask me simple dumbass questions. You got the fucking world and the universe in the palm of your hand with any fucking phone, a quick Google search to find out about anything. If you fucking do your due diligence and you follow through on the fucking shit you claim you are. You feel me?